Hey everybody, how's everybody today? This is first video of mine that I'm posting up here. I know my video camera is not that good, so guys, please chill on the comments. I'm here today as an American to talk about America and the direction that we're going in. It seems like America is no longer for the people. It seems as if America's for the corporations. I keep seeing a lot of people out there talking about this and that, and all the while all these corporations are making such a foothold that they are taking over America, pretty much. They're changing our laws, literally. There's a law in effect now that if you deny the health care of your employer, they will fine you at the end of the year, and your taxes will come out in your taxes, simply because you denied the health care. They're telling us you buy this, well, we're going to fine you. You pay what they want you to pay, or we're going to make you. Insurance companies also said, hey, you got to have car insurance. Want to drive your car? You got to pay for insurance. It's a law. That one, I can't kind of understand. But what I don't understand is if you went today and bought a brand spanking new car off the lot, 0 miles on it, right? You're happy. You pay, and your insurance is in your payments, right? So you think, well, I'm covered. I'm fine. I got insurance. I'm fully insured, you know? No. You're fully insured for a certain amount of money. And then after that amount, you're no longer insured. See? So if you was to pull that car out of the parking lot and wreck it right there outside the parking lot, you wouldn't even have enough money to pay your car off. And you wouldn't have a car. And you paid for insurance that didn't even cover you for wrecking your car. Sure, it paid for the other person's car. Maybe. If there was enough. But your car, oh, your car's gone. You owe money for that car now. How do I owe money? I thought that's what insurance was for. If I had full coverage, oh, well, your full coverage insurance only was for $25,000. With interest and all, your car was $45,000. So you telling me now I owe $20,000 for a car that I won't never drive again? I got to pay all this money out for this car? What about my health? Is that covered? Yeah, your injuries will be covered, sure to a certain amount. See? And when you pass that amount, they don't cover you no more. You're no longer covered with that. I keep seeing corporate America change all the laws in America. There's jobs now that actually test for nicotine. Test for cigarettes. You smoke cigarettes? You can't work here. What? I thought cigarettes was legal. I thought that was something everybody was allowed to do. Why is it all of a sudden I can't have this job because I smoke a cigarette? Oh, well, the insurance is high. Oh, the insurance. So the insurance company says I can't work for you. Not you. Your insurance company says I can't work for you. So who is really the boss? Who is really controlling that company? The insurance company tells how much, tells the employee, or tells the people who they can hire, who's going to get covered and who's not going to get covered if they have an accident, and how much coverage that is. And if that's not enough coverage, well, then you're supposed to seek coverage elsewhere. Well, I thought that's why I was paying this insurance, so that I would be covered, right? Oh, but you call cancer. We don't cover cancer. You don't cover cancer. What? Oh, I'm sorry. We do cover cancer, just not the form of cancer you got. What? So because of the kind of cancer I got, you don't cover it. Or the next they're going to say, oh, your cough is different, so we don't cover that cough. We cover a regular cough. But the horse cough, we don't cover that, so you have to pay to go see the doctor. I thought that's what insurance was for. You know? They're controlling everything in America. They're telling us what jobs we can and can't work. They're telling us how much money we got to pay to drive our car down the road. And who can afford insurance? I mean, people can barely afford to put the gas in their car. More or less insurance. And they're just taxing more laws on them to say you got to pay this or else. Why? How? We're broke. The community, the government, our money system is broken. How can they expect us to keep paying these expenditures, or however you want to call it? How can they expect us to keep paying this stuff if people are steadily losing jobs? And they're like, oh, well, the job field's coming back up. It is? Because I ain't seen no change. I ain't seen thousands of people go back to work. You know? I see business still closing their doors today. I see people still getting laid off all the time around America. People talk about layoffs like it's a normal thing, which is crazy, because back in the 90s, nobody ever talked about layoffs. And if a company had layoffs, it was a tragedy, and it was all over the news. Oh my God, this company is laying off all these people. What happened to that? What happened to about caring about the employees? And these temporary companies are taking over all of America, and they're getting paid hand over foot for this stuff. They get paid crazy amounts of money every day, you know. You know, I go to work for a company because that company don't want to carry the insurance, right? They use this temporary company, right? So they don't have to do all that paperwork and stuff. Then they pay the temporary company $13 an hour for you, but you are actually, when you go home and cash your check, you're only making $8, $8.50 an hour. So they're making your money. The money that you're working for, they're taking. Why? Why did they get to take my money? Oh, because of the contract that they had with that other company, saying, we'll give you so much per employee. Well, why didn't they just give that to the employee in the first place? I mean, isn't that what companies do? Pay their employees, no matter what kind of company it is. Whether they make bicycles or they wrap chewing gum. It's a company. It's a business. I own the business. I know how it is to run a business. It's not an easy thing. But when it all comes down, corporate America is taking over America. And the government's letting them. Why? Because they have money. Well, don't the government have money too? Can't they stop these people from trying to do this? They're just sitting back and watching these companies do whatever they want. Tell us what we can and can't do at our home. They say, oh, That guy there, what happened to that guy? Oh, he got his arm cut off by a saw blade that fell off the shelf. Oh, he did? Dang, that's terrible. And I bet you he don't have to work no more with all the insurance money he got. Oh, he smoked a joint, so they didn't have to cover him. So because he smoked a joint the night before, it caused the saw blade to come down and cut his shoulder off. That's how it happened. The weed made it and cut his arm off. No. Oh well, if he wasn't to smoke weed, he would have moved. He would have moved. Come on. And it all comes down to it. Nobody's trying to die. And nobody's trying to get hurt. But if we don't look real fast, and we don't look real hard, we're going to be the ones hurt. We're going to be the ones that are turning into a corporate America that's run by corporations. No government, because the government backs the corporations. So if the government backs the corporations, then the corporations is the government, right? I mean, Obama come out and said, "Oh, well, we're going to stop taxing. We're going to start giving these breaks to companies that are keeping their jobs here and the companies that are sending their jobs overseas. We're not going to give them no breaks." I haven't seen any of that come into effect. I mean, words are powerful, but if you're going to say you're going to do something, then do it. You know? I mean, really do it. Tell these companies that and then say, okay, if you do it, then we are going to do this. And if that company wants to cut ties with America, fine, leave. We don't care. Go to that other country. Fine. See how much you will prosper without America's business. Because even though that company leaves, it don't mean that that product is not still needed. It don't mean another company can't come up and start making that same thing and put them out of business because they left overseas and they lost all America's money. It's time for America to make a stand. It's time for America to make sure the government remembers that we are Americans. We are a voice. We are free. And it's time to show them how free we are and show them what our freedom can really do. Thanks, guys. Please leave comments. You ain't got to subscribe or nothing to my channel. I don't have to. Don't worry about nothing. Just hope people watch my video and like or maybe even dislike my video, you know. I mean, so thanks, guys, and I appreciate it.